माला सुदाम कुंभ विबोध मुद्रा विद्या विराजत करवारी जाता अपार कारुण्य सुदाम्बुराशिम श्री शारदांबा प्रणतोस्मि नित्यम. Seeking the benediction of Jaganmata Sharda Parameshwari, Bhagdevi Saraswati, that repository of all that is culture, knowledge, tradition, wisdom, art, learning and fine art, I bow to her as I commence my address today. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this pleasant function organized this morning to greet and felicitate one amongst us, one of the distinguished alumni of the SIES College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Autonomous, on her receiving the Chevalier's Award from the French government. This award is given by the government of France to people who foster art and culture and the legacy of the same in that land of theirs. To the galaxy of people from India who have been adorned with this award, now comes Dr. Aruna Sairam. This year is indeed very special to SIES. This is the 90th year of the institutional journey of the South Indian Education Society. We are halfway through our Navati celebrations. It has been a torrential rain of acknowledgements, appreciations. As far as the SIES College of Arts, Science and Commerce is concerned, thanks to the achievements of its alumni, who have gone places, not in the landscape of this country, but far, far beyond on the global plank. Raj Subramaniam was an alumnus of this institution between 81 and 83. On the 30th of June 2022, Raj was elevated as the chairman and CEO of a Fortune 500 company, one of the largest corporations in the USA, formidable logistic business company in the country, FedEx. So FedEx today as an SIES person holding the reins. Come the month of November, the French government announced the Chevalier's Award, and we were overjoyed when we found the name of one of our alumnus in the long list of people who have done proud to Indian art and culture far beyond the shores of this country. As if that was not enough, just a few days before, 3 days before, Srimati Suma Siddharth Shirur, again an alumnus of this institution, an ace shooter. In fact, we had the privilege of seeing her grow from this institution, and she received the Arjuna Award. She had several awards in the Commonwealth Games, the Asian Games, the National Games. She has been a winner all along. And what was interesting was she was given the Dronacharya Award and received at the hands of the Honorable President of India on the 30th of June 2022. There can never be a greater joy for an institution, that to an academic institution, than the pleasure of seeing its alumni, its students going miles and places, testifying to the fact that their journey through education in the institution to which they belonged has been exciting, elevating, and it has enabled them to reach the levels that they have reached. And that's the greatest joy that one can ever experience when, like the mother looking at the offspring's growth, the alma mater is also a mother, that she looks at the growth of her children, even if they move away from her, go into the world of challenges, and yet our eyes are roving on them to see what they are doing. And therefore we were gladdened when we saw all these people were given the awards. Aruna Sairam, we never got an occasion to honor her in the past. When she got the Padma Shri, she escaped attention of ours or did not come into this institution. When she got the fellowship from the Central Sangeet Natak Academy, probably it did not trigger in me that Aruna has to be summoned over here for a felicitation. But I think when the society celebrated the 70th year of its independence, 75 stars of this institution were honored on the 15th of August 2007 at the blessed hands of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and fortunately it included both of them. Both Sima was there and she was also there. And when she chanced to call me up to say that she wants to meet me, and I felt that no, I am not coming to Chennai. She said, I am going to be over here. I seized the opportunity and said, now is the time when it is very hot. The news itself is elevating that the college greet and felicitate her as she is present in the city. The emotions that travel through her or through all of us, as we see our own people doing well, is to be seen to be believed. Aruna has carved a dish for itself in the musical world. She has devised her own approach to Carnatic music. She has in fact formatted her Carnatic presentation appealing to the people, because ultimately the Rasikas makes a difference as far as music is concerned, but unfailingly adhering to the grammar, the purity of classical Carnatic music and its tradition. She has never breached that at any point of time. Small wonder when there is a combination of looking at the Rasikas and singing for them and singing what they would prefer, and at the same time maintaining the sanctity and the purity of the art. She climbed the ladder too soon and has reached the pinnacle of what a musician can ever expect in the long life journey of theirs. In the long musical career of hers spanning more than 6 decades, she has stamped infinity on the thought and process of this nation and added to the reservoir of goodness of this blessed land of ours. Small wonder, she is one of the foremost practitioners, the sadhana, the kala sadhana, the sangeeta sadhana, and also a performing musician at this juncture in India. What else I wanted to say? In a sense, when we saw that there is a torrential of rain of awards which are coming in, I think to me, who has been sitting over here for a very long time, several decades have rolled by, between me and her the only difference is, as an alumni I remained over here, and as an alumni she has a homecoming today. She too has remained over here, but I have remained for a very long time. And much before the world said that it's time for you to move on away from SIES, I think I'll remain with the institution. So when this torrential rain came, there was a sense of fulfillment in all that we are doing. We always used to wonder whether the purpose of education that we are delivering year after year, month after month, decades after decades, and 9 decades have rolled by, has ever been beneficial to the society. Has it ever created men and women of character and conviction who will take care of the nation and its development? And when such honors and accolades come, it makes us believe that it's all worth it. Education is not swelling of the mind with putrid facts entombed in cold print. It is the refining of emotions. It is the chastening of spirit. Education, my dear friends, is all pervasive, and it is not a mechanical process that we just take it as it is. And when that education has been absorbed, assimilated very well by the students to whom it is delivered by the institution, that joy can never be described. Educational administrators all across the country will always say, it is the past when you learn. It is the future when you apply all that you have learnt. And then they will add, therefore do not give up in the middle. So it's a message for continuity of education, and Aruna has been the shining example of learning it so well when in the formative years in her schooling, and in the growing years when she came to this institution, those values, those ethics, those disciplines that go along with academic institution, which have stood her in good stead and are taken her places in the world of music. Music is no alien to any other human endeavor. Whatever we see the degeneration of values or class or caste in human activities. Thanks to the jetneck speed with which you are running, unmindful of even thinking whether we are at it correctly, in such a jet speed age, music has also suffered. All in the name of surviving and to be fed. Musicians world across, without exception, have fallen prey to insolent opulence. Musicians have sold their soul for a mass of a pottage. And that is why, when you see advancement in music, which we rejoice, but we just can't accept a deterioration in the classical grammar of music. And that's where Aruna Sairam is a musician with a difference. She has a compassion, she has care for the unfortunate, for the less privileged, the weaker sections of the society. And that is why there is mercy in her music. And when there is mercy in this music, as I always used to say of Subbalakshmi, large sums of money she has endowed out of her earnings for music, for the welfare of the ordinary and the poor. Not just that, she did not limit to that. She set up her own Aruna Sairam Foundation to provide a platform, a ground for the young uninitiated into the world of classical art. And the Nadayogam Trust that she formed does pioneering research work in music. And when you have all the attributes of a good person in a musician, you not only rejoice the music that comes out of the musician, you rejoice the musician himself or herself. And that is why this evening turns out to be special for all of us, that we are not only celebrating her achievements, which of course deserve celebration, we are celebrating Aruna herself. We are celebrating the products from this institution who have reached levels no less than what Aruna has reached in their life journey till now. And it is the celebration of such minds which wanted to bring also Suma over here this morning, but unfortunately she is preoccupied. I have told the principal at the soonest time, get her on board and let her be an inspiration to the students. And now she has become the teacher of teachers, the Dronacharya. Let's see the new teacher that SIES has generated. As I come to the end of my address this morning, we pray not just for a long life for her. I'm sure the Lord has endowed her for all the abhangs, the kirtans that she has given across. And when I remember her abhangs, who can forget this great land of ours, Maharashtra? I tell you, we are privileged to be, either it is our birthplace or it is the Karma Bhumi, which is called as the Maharashtra. This is the land of the saints. And to most of us, as the morning dawns, and those days the radio used to be on, today the TVs are on. Lata Mangeshkar would be felt, that melodious voice in Bhupali, she will say, Uta Uta Mahuli, Arunodaya Jala. And it was given variations. Why only Mahuli? It had also gone for Sarvaloka. For everyone, get up, the morning has come. The rising sun brings along with it freshness, a clean mind, and an inspiration to take the day on as it comes in. It pushes you out of your slumber, the deep slumber, the Sushakti state in which you are in for 7-8 hours. It makes you gird up your loins, shirk your inertia, get ready to face the challenges of the day and the challenges of life itself, day in and day out. That was one of the reasons why the South Indian Education Society, several decades before, adopted the rising sun as its icon, the logo. Education is like the morning sun. Like the morning sun brightens the stratosphere, so too is good education, which empowers, enlightens, enriches, and opens up the mind to have a greater depth of understanding of what we see around that nature provides to us. And when we find meaning for our logo, very rarely we find meanings for our logo, then I realized our parents gave her the name Aruna. And Aruna is rising sun. So if a rising sun has created rising suns, then that rising sun deserves to retain its logo for long. And that's why there is double joy that the sun not only has risen, it has brightened up the world. Let her music flow through and bring cheer not only to all of us, to the world over, and let more and more of it come for the world to benefit. May the good Lord, as I told, end over with a long life so that this journey continues with purpose. Thank you.